We got one, we got two, we got three different knives we're going to be checking out today in this video. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Miguel. You're watching Miguel EDC, the channel where we talk everything EDC gear here. And today we've got three different knives from the April 2026 drop. I believe these are fixed blades, and I will have them all linked down below so you guys can check out prices, availability, and variants. Without further ado, it looks like we have two on the Vanguard series, and then we have a premium one in the Blades Mist series. So that should be pretty interesting there. This first model we're going to be checking out right here is called the Hornet. It is a, I'm not even going to try, I'm not going to even try to pronounce that designer's name. I'm definitely going to butcher that. Evgeny Bulichev, 14C28 in steel with a black PVD coating and stone wash. I like that Kizer is doing a lot of black PVD coating on their blades lately. And we have a PEI handle on this one. Bada bing, bada boom. Here we go. We got a sticker. We have the knife itself. And then we have probably some other goodies down here. Of course, the sheath. We'll come back to that in a moment. We got a wiping cloth, some paperwork, and a silica candy right there. So see here. Oh man, this is a chunky one. All right, let's get you guys a closer look. I mean, for starters, we have the PEI, of course, which is see-through. It's not technically a full solid tang construction. It is a skeletonized construction on the tang of the blade there. Still very robust, still pretty strong as far as strength goes. Again, we're looking at 14C28 in steel, right? We got that black PVD going on there, making it extra protected there for anything you throw at it pretty much. Flat grind sheep's foot blade, looking very interesting. We have the micro milling on the handle, which I absolutely love. It really gives an additional amount of grip on the handle. So let me get you a closer look, 5x zoom on that. There is a green variant. It's going to be like a green acrylic. I'll show you guys in a moment. Those are the two variants that we are working with. We got the PEI, which is of course a yellow color. Then we got the green acrylic there. So it's another nice little variant. Weight on these is going to be around 3.65 ounces to 3.60. And the blade length is about 2.25 with a handle length of 3.88 inches and overall length of 6.40 inches. So check your local loss, see what length knife you can carry. But checking out the ergos, oh yeah, that's where it's at. A nice tall handle, right? Makes a very nice, comfortable handle for sure. All the edges are nice and contour, which is good. You can even forward choke a tad bit right behind the edge right there. That actually feels safe, feels comfortable to do. This area right here feels perfect for the thumb. We also have some good jimping going on there, a good portion. And it's funny because you have a hole, but it's not a folding knife. So you wouldn't necessarily, right, open this knife. I'm not sure if there is a resemblance to maybe a folding knife version. Guys, let me know in the comments. You probably know this, because I can't think of it right now. Does the Hornet have a folding knife version? You guys let me know. Let's go ahead and check out the sheath here. All right, let's see. All right, pretty nice click in, nice click out. Any rattle? The answer is no. That feels nice, feels good, pretty quiet. Got this little ramp right here for your thumb to push out. Yeah, that feels really, really good. We have multiple holes here for multiple setups. You can mount here, here, anywhere. Along there, you have multiple settings on this very universal spring-loaded button clip here. You could do scout carry. It looks like you could turn it around and mount it right here on these two if you wanted as well. So multiple different options for sure. And Kizer always does a pretty good job with their Kydex sheets. This one here is no different. Good belly on the blade too. This will be great for tabletop cutting. Right, you don't have the longest cutting path, but you do have a good belly there. Tabletop cutting, slicing, and dicing. Right, this one's going to excel at that. Pretty good. We have a lanyard solution back here for my lanyard people, and we have I want to say TA hardware here across the board. We got some jimping back here on the belly of the handle, right, for additional grip. That's also nice right there. Absolutely an appreciated feature. And I can see this one being a cardboard destroyer on trash day. I'll tell you what, absolutely would excel at that without an issue. You guys let me know. So this is the Hornet. We also looked at that acrylic variant, and looks like no other variant is available. Pretty sweet, and it should be very affordable. Let's go ahead and check the next one here, shall we? This next one is a little bit of a larger box. Let's see here. The Billy Bones, it is a 3.54 inch on the blade there. Maxim Epiphancev design, AEBL steel with a black PVD coating and a stone wash finish and a G10 hand. All right, let's see what that is all about. Bada bing, bada boom. So the Billy Bones, that's an interesting name. We have a different sticker right here, the Climb High with Kizer sticker. That's a new one. We have the knife right here, and we have some other goodies here. The Kydex sheath, we'll come back to it in a moment, and a wiping cloth, paperwork, and silica gel. Now, Maxim Epiphansev also designed the Buddy, and there's now a folding version of the Buddy that also dropped here in April. We'll see that one in a moment, but here is the Billy Bones, and yeah, this is definitely a very, I want to say, sort of karambit-oriented style fixed blade. That's absolutely something. Let me set it down for a second. You guys can get a full profile here. Definitely a very interesting design. We have a dual flat ground going on here towards the front. Check that out. Then we have a very interesting sort of dip right here. That's an interesting design there for sure. I'm wondering what that's all about. Maybe somewhere for the thumb. That's where it feels right at home in that grip there. We have plenty of jimping here for days, both here in the front, also back here and all the way around the sort of karambit hole with some nice peaky corners. So that's an interesting choice there. Of course, the handle is going to be big enough. Full 4-finger grip, full purchase without having to like stick the pinky or anything in the handle. I mean, maybe it adds a little bit of, you know, the ability to take it out of the sheath in an easier way, right? Having a little ring to have access to. That could definitely be what Maxim was going for on the design. Do love the rugged G10 pattern right here. I feel like gone are the days where the boring plain G10 were a thing. Like companies are really thinking outside the box a little bit and trying to get creative with different patterns on G10 and things like that. And that's absolutely right, something we can see here. Not only on this design, but many other designs as well. We can see the full tang all the way around, and we have TA hardware on just one side, the known show side only. A little bit of a plunge grind situation here. And I gotta tell you, I mean, come on, for what it is, feels like, again, this grip here feels really nice. That little dip right there feels perfect for the thumb, or you can lock up right here with the thumb on the jimping there. You have over 3.5 inches on the blade length, 3.54 to be exact. The whole thing overall is going to be 8.37 inches, and the handle length alone is going to be 4.83 inches. So if I do a little reverse grip, right, that somehow still feels pretty decent. Right, I do feel this portion here quite a bit. A little Friday night gas station fighting grip, right, that's decent as well. Thumb right here locked in with the jimping around the karambit circle there, feels pretty good. And if I go Pokal grip, yeah, that's a no-go. Feel a little uncomfortable right here with this peaky section there. So probably 2 out of 4 different grips feel good, but again, that's just for science. You're probably not going to use all those different grips. The standard default grip feels pretty good. And I gotta tell you, I mean, it is a very interesting design. I'm not sure if this is going to be a fixed blade for everybody, but if it is for you, absolutely let me know in the comments. There are 2 different variants that are going to be available, right? There's the green, and there is like a tan G10 as well. The blade on this one is going to be a stone wash with a gray PVD coating, whereas this one has a black PVD coating. Both of them are going to have AEBL steel and G10 handles. So just a little bit of a different color on the handles and a different PVD coating on the blade pretty much. As far as the sheath experience, really quick, here we go. All right, going in out of the pocket pretty good. Any rattle? I feel like the rattle's coming from the clip itself. Very minimal, if anything, just from the clip alone. We have that same clip we're used to so far, very universal, right? Button spring loaded with multiple adjustment points all throughout. We have holes on this one on both sides, as well as right here in the front. Got pretty much limitless adjustability depending on what you want to go with. Horizontal carry, vertical carry, all the different options. Pull out of the sheath. That's pretty solid, very effortless. And with these, you can adjust. Maybe that's what it is. That's probably why it's rattling a little bit. I'm going to use my Drive-R-Saurus here from Kansept EDC. Get a Phillips really quick. And then just tightened up the, this is the adjustment screw right here. That guy. Like a rubber washer that's a little bit thicker, right? When you adjust this guy a little bit, then, all right, still getting a little bit of rattle. Again, that's from the clip itself. But yeah, that is actually now a tighter experience with the sheath. So you can tune it, go a little bit tighter, go a little bit looser, however you want. It's nice to have that option so you can tune it to your taste instead of having a fixed option that is either too tight or too loose for your personal preference. So that again was the Drive-R-Saurus from Kansept EDC. It is a titanium bit driver. So check it out down below. I'll have a pin in the description and pin comment as well if you guys want to check it out. So this is the Billy Bones. Here is the Buddy, also a design from Maxim Epiphansev. And it was first a fixed blade and now just became a folder as well. This is the Kizer Buddy 2. It's now a folder, also released here in April 2026. Check them out. I gotta tell you, Maxim Epiphansev has some pretty cool designs. out there in the Kizer lineup. So definitely check them out. I'll have these linked down below as well if you guys are interested. But now for the last one here, guys. We have a bladesmith version of a Kizer fixed blade. What could it be? Let's go ahead and find out together. The Hallow, a Michael Herrick design, 2.94 inches on the blade. And we have 10V, that's an interesting choice there. 10V steel with the black coating and aluminum and camo carbon jassy handle. So we got a whole lot of cool stuff with this one, I'll tell you what. So let's go ahead and waste no time and get in here, shall we? Bada bing, bada boom, here we go. We have a camping sort of koala bear sticker going on here. Again, that's a new one as well. Here's the knife, looking good. We have a sheath with sort of the carbon fiber looking veneer in the front, looking a little bit more premium than the standard one. We'll come back to it in a moment. We have a backup clip as well, which is nice, giving you some options. We'll check that out in a second as well. Additional hardware, paperwork, silica gel, and wiping cloth also in the box. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's see what we have going on with this one. Oh man, this is sweet right here. Good size right off the bat. I'm really digging that for everyday carry. Check that out, right? They're calling it a reverse tanto. I'm gonna say sheep's foot. Find me in the comments. Get the blade police out here after they arrest Metal Complex. You know what I'm saying? But absolutely my kind of geometry with the flat grind. Again, 10V steel is very interesting. I don't think I have experienced 10V steel as much in the past, so I'm probably going to give you guys a little snippet here. Excited to test it. What's also interesting is right here on the handle. I mean, check it out. We have aluminum on the handle with a nice little diagonal milling going on. That's looking sweet there. And then we have the carbon fiber inlays, which are also looking pretty good. This is the jassy camo carbon. As compared to the other variant we're going to be checking out in a second. T8 hardware, it looks like, on both sides. There you go. And we can see the full tang all the way around. No linear hole on this one for my linear people. And I gotta tell you, man, for everyday carry, look at this, right? Perfect, full 4-finger grip, good jimping zones right here. Your standard portion and also further up on the blade. That's nice. Absolutely appreciate that. Check that out. Obviously, it's gonna be great for utility cuts and draw cuts all day. Not 100% straight edge. It's got a little bit of belly. Right, just enough to make it nice there. A good slicer. I gotta tell you, this black coating on this one is a little bit on the rougher side. It doesn't feel as, let's see how I describe it. It's a little bit of a, the sound is anything to go by. If you can see what I mean. I was trying to clean it with the wiping cloth and the wiping cloth was not moving. It just got stuck because it's a little bit of a rough sort of surface as compared to, you know, something with a satin finish or a DLC or something like that. But again, not a deal breaker in any way, shape, or form, just an observation. It absolutely looks premium. It looks nice. It looks very elegant and absolutely a fixed blade you definitely want to carry, right, size-wise. Great for the type of work you do on a daily basis if you're not out there hunting, right, skinning a deer, bushcrafting and all that. Just going through your day-to-day kind of work, you should be pretty good with this one. Feels nice on hand, good ergos, about, I'm gonna go solid 10 out of 10 for sure. Nice and contour all the way around the edges, right, even. It's a little bit rounded here and there, so not like a straight 90-degree corner or anything like that. So it feels nice and comfortable for sure. And as far as the sheath, of course, they add the premium sheath there to give you a little bit more of a premium feel with this sort of carbon fiber looking. I call it a veneer because I don't think this is real carbon fiber. I still think it's a regular Kydex sheath, but with a nice little sort of veneer on top. So it kind of gives it a nice little premium feel as compared to, you know, the regular traditional good old Kydex sheath, if you would. Got that universal clip, right? We've been seeing from Kizer and a lot of their fixed blades. Spring loaded with multiple different universal settings and holes and options. We have holes on both sides, which is a good sign. Then we have one here in the front also. You could go here to here, there to there, right? So on and so forth. There's your adjustment screw, right? If you want it a little bit tighter or looser, depending on how you want your experience to be. Going in and out of the sheath, pretty good. I don't hear a very strong click, but definitely works there. Good Kydex sheath solution. So there are going to be two options available for this one, right? This is the other one right here. They just call it carbon fiber on this one, also with aluminum, and a gun gray PVD coating on the also 10V steel on this variant as well. You're looking at 2.94 inches on the blade, 3.49 on the handle, and 6.43 inches overall length. Pretty solid little fixie here through and through from Kizer, the Hallow And this is Hallow with the H-A, not H-O. I was gonna say, you know, like, it would have been funny. It would have been ironic if it was a Hallow with the H-O, but it was a flat grind. But but this flat grind here is gonna be pretty solid, right, for slicing and dicing. Again, very utilitarian with draw cuts, utility cuts, and things like that. So making a great first impression here, the Hallow from Kizer. We looked at the Billy Bones as well, another crazy design from Maxim Epiphansev. And we also looked at the Hornet as well. So check them out right here. Two of them on the more budget end of things, one on the more premium end of things. Which one is your favorite? Which one stood out to you the most? What do you like about them? What do you love about them? Anything you dislike about them, guys? Just hang out in the comment section down below. I have links to all these and every other product you saw in this video in the description and pinned comment. It does help out the channel when you use those links, but that's entirely up to you and at zero extra cost. Of course, truly appreciate it, as you can imagine. It helps support the channel. There are two videos on your screen right there, right? YouTube thinks you're really gonna like, that YouTube thinks you're really gonna enjoy watching next. That's gonna do it for this one. Take care, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.